Roll for Vendor, roll for Stroll. If you are a melee DPS, please head to the melee DPS position represented by the white smoke flare. Yes, this is Fire Aura Mastery. So another power 1 will be my DSOC and Asala's Aura Mastery. Another power 2 will be Horny DSOC and Fire Aura Mastery. Another power 3 will be Man with Mesa's Fire Aura Mastery. On another power, make sure you Trink Shot Hunters, Dispel Magic Priests, Purge Shamans, Spell Seal Mages. If you get Legion Flames, Cloak of Shadows, DPS another portal, tricks onto Chip DK initially, subsequent tricks to DPS. Storming Shadows. Yeah. Crazy, you good to go? Fish being deployed. Fish deploy. Good enough. Indeed, you don't want to chain through the groups, so make sure you spread reasonably from each other. Combat in 5.
3, 2, 1.
First another power, get rid of it.
차단.
Last red knot. Another portal soon, Legion Flame move. Go ahead and damage onto another portal. It's all damagers, all DPSers on another portal. Multi-dot and cleave the Mistress Pain. Terry. Legion Flame in 3.
차단.
Those bumps. Another power in 5. Horny Light, be ready with both buttons. Horny Light, go ahead and DSOC and Aura Mastery.
차단.
Another power off the boss, the quicker the better. Next wave,
차단.
Heal Kill Cod, Legion Flame in 4, plus Volcanic Eruption. BQR, Legion Flame, DPS onto the Volcano. DPS onto the Volcano.
차단,
Or Mastery, Man of Mace. Another power. Last Legion Flame on your.
차단, 차단,
윌프레드 피질뱅을 잃은 일은
Is
알겠지만 흑마법으로 장난치는 자들에게는 교훈이 되었을 걸세. 차례는 승리를 거뒀어.
Roll if you want this symbol of transgression.
비열한 얼라이언스 놈들, 모두 전설을 상대 악마 군주를 소환해 당장 죽음을 안겨주마.
Roll if you want this Lionhead Slasher. This is a bid, not a roll. Place your bid. Solace of the Defeated. Place your bid. Solace of the Defeated. Please to play Summoning Stone. It's in your bags, Crazy. But I will trade you some Indestructibles. If in your bags you do not currently possess Indestructible Potions, first face the Alliance Shield and then trade Ring the Blue Square, and then face the Alliance Shield even harder. Once you have your Indestructibles, you can take a brief intermission from your chair, get up, splash some water in your face, etc. I should. Yeah. Please do.
다음 전투는 은빛 십자군에서 가장 센 기사들을 상대해야 하네. 그들을 이겨야만 자신의 가치를 인정받을 걸세. 우리는 정의를 원한다. 이제 얼라이언스에 도전한다. 성기사여, 우리가 그대의 기사를 대신하여 싸우도록 하라. 모두를 모욕한 대가를 이 쓰레기들에게 보여줄 테니. 좋습니다. 그러시죠.
Weird. I should have rank as well now, right? So.
저들에게 자비란 없고
Weird.
모두 용사들이여. 룩타 오가.
Again, if in your bags you are missing Indestructibles, initiate a trade with Mirror the Blue Square, and then take a brief intermission. Initiate a summon on Death Knight the Death Knight. If you are here, he is currently in group 6. Um, okay. We're done with the assignments. Do. You can read ahead or follow along in both the general Discord and the assignments channel. Death Knight, the Death Knight will be responsible for keeping the Ret under control. The Ret Paladin is marked with a triangle. Keep that in mind. DPS the raid. If you see triangle near you, get the fuck away from it. Chip DK will be responsible for keeping the Death Knight under control. It has a diamond on its head. Same thing. If you see a diamond near you, get the fuck away from it. Asala, go spec gear and Righteous Fury. Do your best to keep the warrior on you and as close to White Smoke Flare as you can. Atmos, CC about the enemy tree. Man with Mace, you are going to sit on the enemy Resto Shaman. DPS it, stop as many heals as you can with Hammer of Justice and Repentance. And you can run Seal of Justice if you want from where RNG stuns. Squish the Death Knight. You are going to sit on the Mage. You are going to stop arcane spells, and you're going to Death Grip when it blinks away. McStabbington, you are going to sit on the Mage, stopping arcane spells, or sorry, frost spells. Squish is arcane spells, you are frost spells. Follow the assignments, not what I'm saying. Found you, other Squish, you are sitting on the Priest. Your primary job on the Priest is to make sure mana burn never goes off, and you are also DPSing the Priest as hard as you can. Is it safe? Tree Fire, you are sitting on the Priest, stopping as many heals as possible. Terry, you are sitting on the Warlock, stopping fire spells, and PQR, you are sitting on the Warlock, stopping shadow spells. Unassigned DPS, you'll be on the Rogue, into the Warlock, into the Mage, into the, let's say, Hunter, into the Ret, into the DK. Yeah, so that's totally fine. Paladins of the raid, do check your Pally Power. Might need to re-up buffs across all of the classes. Slime Rogue, then Warlock, then Mage, then Hunter. Ready. Here's a ready check. If you need a flask, I will sell you a flask. Trade a Maru a gold for flask. If you need instructables, I will trade you instructables. Just trade. Those are free of charge. Let's get Shadow Protection on the raid, Fortitude, and Shadow Crux and Sunset Priest buffs. Let's go into Focus Magic, your target. It appears that everyone has come back ready on the ready check. A pull timer will be deployed in just one brief moment. Here's a pull timer. You can trade with Is It Safe? Since he'll be on the road with you. Or on the priest with you, rather, not on the... Okay. Anyways. Yeah, so I'll do your best to keep him as close to the smoke fire as possible. Flask up at this time if you have not done so. Flask up at this time if you have not done so. Pop your indestructible at this time. No need to be shy with it. Yep. Pop your indestructible.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Heroism.
Aggro.
Or your assigned target. That's fitting.
보스 버프 해제하세요.
Go down, hop on the rock, Harkzog, Skull.
Aggro.
Albriana, Innervate, Nor, Group 5, Strike, Innervates.
바닥
Crazy, Group
조심하세요.
5. Calicalid, put your pet on the kill target. Mage is now the kill target. Chinzel Blightslinger.
Aggro.
Slight adjustment, kill Priest. Onto Rouge Collar. Only stun it if you see it casting Steady Shot, do not stun it otherwise.
Aggro. Aggro. Aggro.
Don't get complacent, pop your indestructible if you haven't. Pop your indestructible, still a lot of threats on the field. Let's get the Death Knight done. Do it later. Let's go. If you are the target, you still need to run away. If you are the target, you still need to run away. How you run from Matthias? Bright Blinger, Bright Blade, Scrod, Death Knight. DPS should be on Skull, which is Bright Blade, the Rat Paladin. If you're the target, still run away. Shadowcrox, Hymn of Hope.
보스 버프 해제하세요.
Aggro. Aggro.
And Gorgrim Shadow Cleave again if you're the target, don't let them touch you. And you can take a moment to look at their debuffs. The Champion's Aegis, damage from area of effect sources reduced by 75%. Alright, now no more threats on the field. Kill Fatgar, kill Aaron.
Aggro.
Fatgar is leading the way with 14 interrupts, followed by McStabbington, followed by Squish. What's in the box?
얼라이언스의 영광을 상처뿐이
I'll show all these boots.
오늘 받은 손해로 우리 전력은 약해졌다. 위대한 용사들이 목숨을 잃었네. 무엇
Well, if you want these boots. I'll show all these bracers. Alrighty, Sala, stay, prot spec, prot gear, registry on. 1 second. Squish, you have tank spec and gear on that, right? On that left hand. One moment, pop sheep. Yeah, so raid plus chip is going to take black here, and you will stack pixel perfect inside of each other. I'm going to put a star onto Terry's head and I'll do a triangle on PQR. Those icons should be together. Throw like a blue square on Alberina. All those icons should ultimately be together. Raid plus chip will take black. Misdirects and tricks to chip. Soaker starting as light will be Maru, Isala, Sageta, Squish DK, Shadow Priest of Confident, Hunters and Confident. So Sageta and Squish DK be in tank spec and gear. Excuse me, I'm dying to hiccups. Pick W. Roughly speaking, the bosses will initially be tanked on White Smoke Flare. It's a rough estimate. Sunset the Priest, are you good to go? Yeah, yeah. No. Raid takes black. Raid plus chip takes black. Stacks together, so you're DPSing on light. And soakers are starting as light. So in a moment, there's going to be a dark essence available for you to right click on.
스컬디 대리 둘이 원. 무시무시한 발키리. 날개를 단 리치 왕의 전령이 경기를 시작하게.
Right click on that dark essence, everyone. Right, come grab light essence. And if you are dark essence, you are targeting light Valkyrie. Depends on the. Wait for like a particular event.
4,
Like a swap,
3,
notably.
2, 1.
Raid, make sure you are pixel perfect stacked in the blue square, icons together. Soakers, make sure you're within 25 yards of the raid, so you are not out of healer range. You can soak both types of balls as a soaker. Don't take too many block at this stage, though. But you can get them out of the field. They are permanent in the field once they're out, so it's good to get rid of them. Yeah. Special ability in 2. In 1, it's a Dark Vortex. So Soakers pop a big defensive in 3, 2, 1. Soakers pop your big defensives. Okay. No. Soakers are light, raid is dark. Soakers are light, raid is dark. Soakers are light, raid is dark. Crazy heroism. Alright, special ability, be ready to react to 2, 1. DPS the shield, it's a super easy one, just pump that shit and yep. Doing it, it's okay. Doing it. God, fend off. Something else. So, right, good. Good.
리치왕의 가장 강력한 부하
Roll if you want the bindings of Dark Essence.
모두 승리자를 맞이하라.
Indeed. Sigil of the Frozen Conscience. There you go. So stupid. Skyweaver robes. Hop sheep. So like, you know where a noob rack starts? I'm gonna flare the position as well. Like, so Chip is gonna pull a noob off to the left, relatively speaking, right? But where he initially was, there's gonna be a flare there. You're looking to death grip an ice sphere and kill an ice sphere onto that position. You have a solid like 15 seconds to do it. It's not something you have to like panic over. Make sure you have the correct target. Make sure you're in position and death grip it properly into position. Also, still have some assignments and shit to do, so if you need to take a stretch, take a stretch. While I take care of stuff. Maybe your like spelling is incorrect or something. I don't know. Hit the like show us what you got. Um, And this spelling's correct. The capitalization isn't. That shouldn't matter for. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, do it. Okay. Good enough. Easy. If you click on the link in general from Crazy, I'm pretty sure there's like details there on how to.
리치 왕에게 큰 타격을 주었군. 그대들은 은빛 십자군의 강건한 용사임을 입증했네. 우리는 함께 얼음 왕관 성체를 공격하고 남은 스컬지를 물리칠.
You can read ahead or follow along with assignments. I'll be back in 1 moment, and I'll go over them verbally.
폴드링, 이제 내게 마땅한 도전이 있으리라. 아서스, 넌 이미 수쪽으로 열세다. 서리한을 내려놓아라. 합당한 죽음을 안겨주겠다. 네루비아는 노스랜드의 얼어붙은 황무지 아래 왕국을 건설했다. 그런데 멍청하게도 넌 그 왕국 위에 이것저것 세우더군.
If in your bags you do not have a mighty frost protection potion, which I'd be surprised if you did, trade Mara W, the blue square, for a mighty frost protection potion. This is to be popped when you see Leeching Swarm cast, or when phase 3 begins. You will not remember to pop it when you get the debuff, so just pop it when Leeching Swarm starts. Lasts for 2 minutes, the phase lasts less than 2 minutes, that way you have it on you for the entirety of the phase. I should not have a beacon on me. But both HPAL should be a beacon on Chip DK. Alrighty, assignments, verbally. Do not Typhoon, take that shit off your bar. Do not Starfall or Mirror Images until a new brack is underground. Do not Army the Dead, take that shit off your bar. Make sure that you've taken Hand of Reckoning, Righteous Defense, etc. off your bar. Make sure you're not in Righteous Fury or Frost Presence, unless you are Chip DK. No one is to attack the Nerubian Burrowers until a new brack is underground, except for the Hunters doing Misdirect. Penetrating responsibility is as follows. 20 lights, responsible for those in Group 1. Never let your beacon drop off. Chip DK, Crazy, responsible for those in Group 2. Bread Pre, responsible for those in Group 3. You have the Hunters. Norex, you have Group 4. All healers will be watching Group 5. Asala, as mentioned at the start of this, you are judging light unless I explicitly tell you to not judge a light. All other paladins, Judgment of Wisdom. Pop Sheep, you are west to Mar W after your first misdirect to Chip DK. Calicalad, you are east to Mar W. Don't fuck it up. Rogues, you are doing your tricks on Chip DK until he has a threat buffer, and then you are tricksing each other. Ideally, in phase 3, you are tricksing DPS. Groups 2 and 5 do have Shadow Priest, do keep Vampiric Embrace on. Once phase 3 begins, pop your personal defensives if you get the Penetrating Cold on you. Healers, it is totally fine to overheal Penetrating Cold targets. Help other groups if your group does not have Penetrating in it. And all of you are watching Group 5. Once new brack's underground, don't play any stupid games of the Pursuit. Do not break the northern patches. Do break the southern patches. Do not play any stupid games of the Pursuit. At the very start of the fight, squish the DK, Atmosphere, and Nerd Trick will work together to Death Grip and kill an Ice Sphere to position. The position will be flared. When your Death Grip comes back up, try to get another Ice Sphere slightly further north, so I have a redundant patch. Ret Paladins, you can Hand of Freedom, squish the DK about 10 seconds into the fight. Innervates, strike to Crazy, Alvarina to Horny Lights. All priests can Hymn of Hope before the last phase. Click off your Fortitude and do not buff Fortitude, do not Commanding Shout. Click off your Fortitude and do not buff Fortitude, do not Commanding Shout. Do give us a Shadow Protection though. Do a Horn of Winter, and as a note, before we enter the last phase, come over to me and give me a Horn of Winter, like refresh. Once a new brack's underground, hunt down and kill Swarm Scarabs while staying within 30 yards of your healers. Once a new brack returns from his burrow, do not DPS him until called. We'll be waiting for the Astrange Bendables to fall off. McStabbington, put Wound Poison on your main hand. Other rogues, normal poisons. We don't have 2 shamans. We don't have extra hunters, so no nature res, but that's fine. Pop one of those when phase 3 begins. Go for it. Again, trade if need for a Mighty Frost Protection Potion. Sorry, I tried again. I was moving up. Hello. At the very start, you MD Chip DK, and then you Readiness and hold. So, squish the DK. You see I just threw like a green smoke flare. You can't quite see it under the boss, but it'll be able to see how many of the boss has moved to the rocks up to the upper left there. Anyways, you get one chance to do this quickly, so if you have any questions, now would be the time to ask those questions, otherwise a ready check is ideally for pull. And no, it won't proc. Someone drop a fish for Chip DK, Nurtrick, and Norex. Okay. Everyone has come back ready on the ready check. There are still some of you who can click off Fortitude. Here's a longer pull timer, but a pull timer nonetheless. Please do not commanding shout. Correct. Click off Fortitude, click off commanding shout if you have it. Heals him for a little bit less than the last phase. Yarmus Darks and Tricks to Chip DK.
Five,
50k, move up
4,
and taunt nicely touch
3,
the boss.
2, 1.
And squish DDK, move into position. You can target Skull. Death Grip it down. Workable. The next one, try to get it a little further north. But now just DPS the boss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
When your Death Grip is back up, the one marked with a blue square, and put it behind me. And like white smoke fire, if able. Hunter's job in a couple seconds. That's good, that's good. Perfect, actually.
4,
Hunter's job,
3,
Hunter's job.
2, 1.
Range DPS, you can now go and break ice spheres in the sky. Range DPS, you can now go and break ice spheres in the sky. And then range DPS, you can start on the burrowers. Melee, you are waiting until he has chosen a target. DPS can be on the burrowers. Melee, you are waiting.
1.
So you don't want to be caught in these patches. Take him south. Raid adjust. Calicalid, take him south. Raid adjust. Don't be on the spikes. DPS burrowers and scarabs. DPS burrowers and scarabs. DPS scarabs. Solid go to patch and break patch. And freedom yourself, you pip. Okay, let's break these patches over here. Raid adjust, don't be in the path of the spikes. And with mace, just go to a patch and break patch. And raid adjust for the far south patch. Let's get that one broken. Pop sheep, don't be in the path of the spikes. Heal PQR, he's got some stocks there. Remember, we are Demonology Pet is on the Nubrak, everyone else is just chilling.
4,
Get out of the spikes,
3,
move from the spikes.
2, 1.
Pull boss even further north, like past the rocks. If you're not a hunter, be on his butt. If you're not a hunter, be on butt. If not hunter, on butt. Light damage on a noob. Demonology Pet stays, of course. Hunter's job. Hunter's job.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Got 13. Point of hunter, and make sure you're on the range of it. Heroism and push boss. Full damage on the boss. Right. Pop your potions. Yep. Defensives if you have the penetrating cold on you.
4,
Hunter's job.
3,
Hunter's
2,
job.
1.
Fucked up your distracts. Alberina Battlerism. Need him for the next set.
Four, three, two,
Hunters.
one.
Job. Not yet. Hunters, one more job, and then kill boss. Oh, had Nipa not fucked his destruct, this would be immortality. I mean, he did the right side. He just he continued attacking the Burrower after Destruct was over and pulled that. Don't be sorry to be better, man. Like he had the option to like feign death there as well. The Burrower would have come back to me. Like he had the option to just not attack after your Destruct was done. You had options on the table. Keep coming. Roll if you want the Stormpike Cleaver. As long as you could have done to save him. Like there was a window, like a very very small window where I could have taunted the Burrower, but it, like zoomed over to him. Per hit, yeah.